Good evening, everybody on YouTube, Facebook, and wherever you are in the world. It's just an average sim racer. And why the dramatic entrance, I do not know. Hello, everybody. It's been a little bit of a while since we did some kind of live stream. Bit too long, I would probably say. Main reason is because the old computer was away getting an attempted repair. Didn't quite work out. For those not in the know, in fact, no, I never actually said this on the thing. About just over a week and a half ago, I started getting some crazy GPU fan noise. I've never heard it before in the year of having the unit. Appears there's a bit of an issue with a 2080 Ti. Yes, I know it's a 2080 Ti, but it's still a good card. It ramp up to like 4,000 RPM on the fans and drop down again. Ramp up, drop down, but do it very, very frequently, and very, very annoyingly as well. It doesn't do it with iRacing. It hasn't happened yet with iRacing. It will happen at some point. But iRacing is not a graphically intense game, so it's not going to be too bad. And that fan is really annoying when it vibrates. So it's. But we'll see how we go basically. So apologies if you hear something like an airplane taking off in the background. And I got the computer back this morning, turned it straight on, and it did it straight away after they've serviced it and said it worked. Doesn't seem to work on anything 10.8 below 1440, so I don't want to run most of my games below that, but I might have to. But it only seems to happen with ACC, Subnautica and Warzone so far. Fingers crossed. But they are typically graphically intense games, so I think there is a problem with that. But the problem is the GPU shortage there is in the world at the moment. It ain't going to be replaced anytime soon, to put it quite simply. Which is a shame, but it's not blowing up on me, it's not smoking, it's just noisy. But it's fine at the moment because I'm not running anything GPU, but it's also likely not going to happen on an iRacing stream. It's going to happen. So apologies if you do hear that in the background or any times, but you know, I've just got to live with it basically for the short term. I'm not getting any performance drops from the card. It's still running at decent performance when I'm running everything on high and ultras, so I'm not worried about the actual performance of the card. It's just the ambient noise is just insane. But you know, apparently it's one of those things. So that's going to be fixed at some point. Whether that will be a new card, 3080 Ti Cougar, and see how we go on that one. I don't know if it will, but you know, we'll see. I've tried to move the camera position as well to make it a bit more to the studio, but I've still got the damn monitor in the way. I don't want to have to move the monitor because it's the camera even more, but I might have to move it further this way. But I still think it's going to be in shot. I can zoom in on myself. You don't get the set, you don't get the image. I mean, it is a bit wide anyway, isn't it? So we might do. Yeah, it might still change it. But tonight, the aim of tonight's stream, it's I don't know how long it'll be. It'll probably be like maximum half an hour to an hour or something, short and infrequent. It's purely a practice. We picked up before Christmas, courtesy of Mindless Simulations. Thank you, Matt. The Q Controls GT Sport wheel and the VRS Direct Force Pro direct drive wheel, which is what is now mounted. You can see on the camera, which is not there. Didn't really think about that, did I? And, excuse me. So, direct drive wheel, new addition to the rig. But the problem is, I've had it since 23rd, 24th of December. It is the 10th of February. So, I've been rating on some aluminium profile for a custom rig. I will go through a full walkthrough of how I've done this. This is all a little bit different because I'm limited on space, and obviously it's a dual purpose environment. It's my work desk, it's my basic computer desk, and it's also my racing rig. So space is a huge premium currently. So I've had to create a custom aluminium profile rig, much to the wife's annoyance. I knew it wouldn't go down well, but if I don't do it, it was never going to happen. So I had to do it. It just had to be done. Sorry. So I can mount a direct drive on it. The direct drive obviously is stronger, more powerful, more responsive, more fidelity, blah 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 blah. But you can't stick it on a desk without drilling holes in the desk. And I didn't want to do that because I just got a brand new desk, brand new second-hand desk. watched the previous videos from a couple of weeks ago about that. This was always a plan anyway. This was always a plan to be able to do something that could be folded to one side and fold back very easily. One whole rig, instead of having to move the wheel over, move everything else over, put everything into place, blah blah blah, and keep it tidy and safer with. Well, it already read before, just had random bits of aluminium profile sticking out from underneath the desk, which boxes were mounted on and just protruded, and everyone would walk into it and hurt themselves, which I definitely did on many an occasion. Also allows me to mount the microphone in a better place. So the audio is hopefully cleaner and crisper than it was getting all over the place. The audio was, because the microphone stand was falling over, and this is now actually doesn't actually matter. It's right next to my mouth, out the way. You know, it's perfect. It's absolutely spot on. It's got pedals. I've got my new AO logs sequential shifter. I've got my flag mounted. I've got my button box mounted. I've got the camera in for the pedals underneath me in a mounted position. It's come together really, really nicely, finally. But when the computer went to service, I couldn't even use it, which is so frustrating. So I sat there with this profile rig, hard drive just sat on it and not being able to be used. What I did last week, just to get some practice on there, was to roll out my old HP cheap Amazon gaming PC. Oh, with a quad-core 3.6 gigahertz or 3.3 gigahertz processor in there, not even hyper-threaded, just cheap. But what I used to use, I didn't think about that, and I left it up. That's what I used to use when I first started out in sim racing. So I still got it as a backup computer. It's just sat there, more of a kids kind of TV really, and it worked a treat. To be honest, I can do that, and it worked really, really well. Just to get practicing with Mazdas, which is what we did over the last few days. And I'm tempted to do a Mazda race in 10 minutes or so. No, probably won't actually. I need to practice some different cars now, because I got used to driving Mazdas. I won a race. I did. I won a race last night, yesterday morning. I'm glad to go a bit little of an history, but yeah, actually won a race at Summit Point Jefferson Park Raceway, whatever it's called. After finishing third the night before with a carburettor cup and arm, I'm tired already. So yeah, it seems to be nice. That was on a low end computer, you know. Not that it makes a difference to racing, because you're racing online to your TV, but hopefully tonight we'll get some better racing on the board, on the card. We'll practice. You know, I might do a race, depending on how we do. It's only 10 to 10, but it's pretty late already. So we might get the Americans coming online for the evening sessions, which is always fun. But it's just a practice, is to get used to maybe a Porsche or a IMSA car, because that's what we want to be racing towards the end of the week, and we can do a 45-minute race with the direct drive, and boy, it works your arms out. I tell you one thing, if I don't get muscles by the end of this year in my wrists and my arm for driving this, I've got problems. So yes, we should be alright. Yes. So without further ado, let's choose something to race, shall we? So I need to get the old steamy boy open. Also means I have to keep pushing my desk stuff and my keyboard out the way. Picked up a second K400 Logitech wireless keyboard, which is what I use on my downstairs TV and PC. So I know this works, and this has been absolutely so much easier to find stuff. Oh look, NIMBY rails. That is a very kill time kind of game, that is. Proper sun looks. Excuse me. Play. Steam says it's still the beta interface. But I mounted a GT Sport wheel to the VRS for the first time. So I wasn't sure if I actually needed more space, but actually feeling it's a little bit closer than what the deep dish was, which is what I've been using, which is a lot lighter. So this is a heavier wheel. Well, see how we go. It's practice, you know. I don't know where we're racing much this week either, to be honest. So let's have a look. I mean, IMSA is coming from Monza. Probably worthwhile practicing Monza, wouldn't it, really? And the other one I'm racing in is the... Where else are we racing in road tracks? Porsche. It's coming from Sonoma. So Sonoma will definitely need to practice on. I've never driven that on iRacing. Don't think anyway. Might have done actually last season in the BMWs. But we'll do Monza. We know Monza. We'll need to get a setup for Monza. Saying that because we haven't got any setups for a while. Pure driving school. Yeah, that's right. I've got 54 days left of my gold plan. Should probably update that soon. Do we take the Lambo out, or do we take the BMW out? I mean, I should really use the Lambo, shouldn't I? Get practicing that more. I mean, I've got it for a reason. But I could always do VRS and Lambo. Let's do BMW. Monza week 9. They missing last week was a killer. We had a good week in the Mazdas though. So pro quality, all good. Download. I need to set up my folders, don't I? What does that do? Don't know. Nothing. What does that do? Nothing. What do you do? Okay, you open a browser window. What do you do? Nothing. You're trying to work out what buttons actually do on your keyboard. Nobody's ever bothered to look. Don't know. The answer is a short answer. But as usual, this is the second stream we do it onto YouTube. As a live stream. It says you have to upload it lazily at a later date because I've been neglecting YouTube Synchronic and ditching Twitch for the short term. I'm going that a different way. Twitch is still streaming on, but didn't really gain much traction because Twitch is hard for people to follow on and find you. So, as YouTube, Facebook, a little bit better at how they push your content out there, as long as you are producing content. So, yeah, that was the aim. Bish. Bash. Bosh. Bosh. We're looking for setups. BMW. Paid setups. Season model. Paste. There we go. So that can get us onto Monza. Let's get into practice. We ain't racing tonight. We are going to do live practice on track. Because we are sadists. Also, I've been fiddling with the graphics settings a bit as well, so just to eke out a little bit more frames per second. Which I don't know if that's a byproduct or not. Got a new cooler on the PC as well. I asked the guys checking over GPU just to switch out from an AIO to an air cool, so we've got a Be Quiet cooler in there. So, should be alright. Joining already. Now then, it's probably going to ask me to configure numerous buttons, which is a good time to do it. Yes. I haven't got my pass left and pass right button, so I need to sort that out. I'm tempted to use that one. Don't know. Use one of them, to be honest, not too bad. Did you work out to really what I am using on my button box and what I'm not? You break your drinky poo, drinky poo. So we're still running the 64 gig of RAM in there, the 4 16 gig sticks. That has made a difference to the not the overall running of the PC, because there's never any issues with that, just the gaming side of pulling it just seems to give me a few extra frames per second, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it does. It makes it more consistent and more stable when there is in big environments happening. And that could be the reason why GPU is failing, but I don't think so. I'll have to play the recording on air of the GPU going wow, wow. It sounds like the fans are out of sync as well. So you get one fan running normally and the other one going just up and down, up and down, up and down. So it's a funny old thing. It's a funny old thing. Is there a bit of a lag on my own screen? Not sure. Tough one to tell really. I might have to, I don't think I've got a filter on anymore. I mean, iRacing. They always are. I mean, this is running off an SS of my M.2 drive, and it is such a slow game to load. And then it's the same for everyone. You watch it of people's streams, it's just like, oh my God, come on. Especially when you got a lot of cars running. A lot of cars. Should turn my headphones down. If I could hear it spinning up then, I was like, what? Right then. I can hear myself talk. I don't think. Let me just test. Right then. Hear myself talk. Right, so my game audio is too quiet.
The leader's just done a 144, 127.
Testing. Right, I'm just getting the audio right. Right, that seems to be a good place. Just turn my headphones down a little bit more. Thankfully, I run my GOXLR off different headphones for different boost, for my. I run my headphones off with GOXLR so I can control the individual channels a lot easier. Right, garage. I do need to change this, and I still haven't. Loud. Monza race. Oh, did you do that? Did you do that? That's quick. Get our sensitivity was.
Just done a 144.
Still loud. Oh, let's turn that down. So I'm going to have my game audio a lot higher. Right, okay, let's sort out the bits and bobs. Look right, look left. Just wipers. Look left. Done. Look right. Done. Done. Wiper button. Options. Oh, that was wrong anyway. You utter. Oh, Kevin. Look left and look right is.
What are you thinking, man?
That one. helps I do the right button on it. Options. Right, so pass left is going to be that one. Pass right is going to be that one. Just working out which buttons do the right thing. Am I bored about your welcome? Don't think so. Not too bored. Oh, for God's sake, Kev. This thing I need to work out is these probably need to be custom controls because my gearbox is going to be different. So, nope. Done. This is the boring part. Oh, it's done it. I can hear it. There's me going saying, iRacing hasn't done it, and it's just done it in the background of the fans. Oh God, it's going to get annoying. Hope you didn't hear it. It's loud. Right, that's on, that's on. Push to talk. Was that one? Yes. Controls. Bus. Increase. Fuel mixture. That's going to be that one down there, isn't it? Yep. Best to get all these kind of stuff done now. Boost. Traction control. Increase. This is the boring part, is make sure everything's configured the way I want it to be configured. Traction control set 2, no idea what that does, but we'll go that one there. And we'll go that one there. Done. Photo shaping. No idea. Tap that. Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good. I did it once, we didn't do it again. Probably can't hear that. So I'm kind of happy with that. Standings box. You can be that one. Fuel relative. Fucking hell. Oh, still get noisy even. Might have to knock this down to 1080 then as well and see how we go. Lock it. I don't want to. I mean, it's not the end of the world playing at 1080, but it's just frustrating.
The leader has just done a 144.00.
Right, I think that's all of that done. I hope. So we'll do some practice. See how we do. It's a better lock. That position. One's already locked. It's going to get really annoying, isn't it? Get a loaner card out of them. Not quite a centre, that's it. Right then, let's do this. Let's see how we do. Need to find, need to get some sticky labels for that anyway. Engine on.
The pit lane speed limit is 64 kilometers per hour. Pit exit is clear.
Follow and find you. So stiff for YouTube, Facebook, and a little bit better at how we push content out there.
Okay, go. There's a faster car approaching.
Producing content.
Far left.
So, yeah. That's the game. I really feel the bumps on the road of this one. Setups. You can save it though.
Please slow down to give back the time gained.
Oh. Okay. Start again, shall we? Let's review the graphics set, the settings on the steering wheel. That was vicious. Oh. I mean, it's the most powerful car I've driven with this. Yeah, it's a bit higher. I don't know. Stuck it down to 8. I can hear your graphics card. We need to tilt the
Pit exit is clear. Push now.
bloody hell. Force feedback is ridiculous. You watch other YouTubers driving guys are always moving their hands on the wheel. You can see why, because the wheel just wants to rip out your hands. Oh, Jesus Christ! can feel it, I'll tell you that.
We'll need to pit for repairs. We'll be called in by the stewards.
Lovely. Then John is 100% already. I probably don't need it as powerful as I do.
Box in 1,070 feet.
And this is just a test, just to get used to it.
Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Yeah, we're doing 11 minutes of repairs. Ooh, what did I press there? Hold on. Right, so I'm going to knock down the force feedback a bit more. I mean, the limit I had on the... I'm sure what linear force on. Let's just knock that down a bit more. Actually, just straight up to 5.2. See if that makes any difference. Hello, graphics card. So loud.
Limiter still on. Disengage it. There's a car approaching. Watch your mirrors. Stay behind the white line.
Feels a bit more normal. Strength's not working against me. And you feel the bumps. It's not like the car is any weaker. You just feel it a bit easier to drive. Such a smoother wheel. I didn't really notice it, but the notchiness of the G920, that was gear driven, makes such a big difference in the smoothness of the wheel. So with a gear driven wheel, knock. Hold your brakes, Kev. Oversteer. When you're fighting it, you can feel yourself fighting it. This is great. I'm trying to drive the car ridiculously fast on cold tyres, which you can imagine is never the best idea in the world. Wee. Spin off. I've even taken the time to let him by as well. So welcome. If you're watching on YouTube, drop us a question. If you're watching on Facebook, drop us a question if you've got any questions about what you're watching, if it's any good or not. Drop it a like, drop it a share, drop it a reaction. You're watching just... oh my word.
That's the car behind.
Hello. Our relative is Someone coming in 6 seconds, okay. Ooh. Oh. Wow, that spins out. It's funky. Maybe my seating position a little bit higher. Stop me from getting such a numb bum. I don't think that's made much of a difference. I mean, from earlier driving other cars, you start to maybe catch a lot more as well. And I feel the slide going one way or the other. I am tempted to get some puck transducers to go on the pedals. Oh, no. Some you can catch, some you can't. Don't drive onto the grass, Kev, simple as. This is why I'm practicing, to be honest. I did say this season might be a bit of a write-off. I haven't actually checked my Michael Schumacher. Someone driving a name like Michael MS Schumacher. Obviously it's not Michael Schumacher because, bless him, he's not in exactly a state he can drive a car or sim car. Got some heat in the tyres now. Moving back to VRS, I've actually got my you can see it just with the wheel, got my dashboard, I can see perfectly through.
Okay, Kev, that's the class car approaching.
On your left.
Go on then.
Clear left.
Oh, I tell you. Oh, hello. Okay, so I didn't check my brake balance because that was got away from me under braking, which I wasn't expecting. Never changed the edit paint job on the side. Oh, I tell you what, I wasn't expecting that to lose. I don't think I got it slow down quick enough as well, which probably didn't help. Yes, I hear you. That's 52, so that's okay. That's normally where I have it around, so it's probably just me driving like a pleb. Yeah, I need to get a sticky pad for keyboard, just so I can mount it somewhere. TC5.
Exit's clear, stay behind the white line.
Hit your bumps, you feel it. It's practice. This is why we practice.
Exit's clear, push.
Look at the pedal cam. There'll be some wires down there I need to tidy up. Do that after I finish racing tonight.
There's a faster class car behind.
fine.
On your left. Clear left.
What's that? Where's Lesmo? Oh my word. Wow, that was hard. I didn't complete a full lap yet. That crashed.
There's a car approaching. Stay behind the white line. Please, Kev.
One thing I haven't got a feel of is the slip at the back. Seas of the pants is what I think they call it, isn't it?
There's a car approaching. Don't cross the white line.
I don't do anything. Nice.
Leader is just done 143.50.
Nice power slide. Oh me. There we go. Naughty boy. So that was an off track for that.
We need to watch these track limits. I like this lap, track limits.
Another yellow flag there. Well, I went hammer around that corner. Okay, I've got a strength right. Get some. Oh, some screws loose, that's what it is. It was knocking occasionally. And, just trying to work out what it was. I've got screw loose there, so that needs a good tighten up. That one's loose. That one's loose. Deal. Okay. I should explain is that a direct drive will shake these up a little bit, won't they? So we need a bloody good tighten. Just a spanner and pop a spanner job at them, which I haven't got the hands. Bloody hell. Yeah, okay. You have to get a good spanner for that. Because obviously the force of this is just gonna, yeah, that's what it is. Right, okay, so we're gonna probably end that bit there, and because that's just gonna get a bit shaky. So it doesn't like, do you know what, doesn't do when I'm driving, which is probably not so bad. Although that's so sensitive, that touchpad. Go away. Okay. So that's not too bad. So we had a good session there, just to try and get used to a more powerful car and try and work out why my steering's all going a bit clunky. Screws. Keep everything as tight as possible. I mean, everything is tight on the rig, which is good. So that's not moving. Let me see if my NDI camera's working on them. I'll show you a quick walkthrough of the rig. Okay. Don't look for end of it. Oh, stop doing NDI HX camera. Okay. Right. Let's find the correct scene. NDI. Here we go. Probably won't work down on it. Of course, doesn't want to work. There we go. Kev's tin and string is what I call this. Let's make this a bit bigger. The HDI cameras, if you don't know what they are wonderful tools to use for networked video. So that's the GC Sport, which I've discovered is a bit loose on the hub, so we'll sort it out. Can I use a wider camera on this? Is there the option? No, and zoom. It's really annoying. You don't want to see that. Too big. Medium quality. That's really not nice to use a wider camera. Bridge. Okay. Anyway, so that's the GT Sport wheel. That's actually mute. Let's mute that. Apologies for that. Let's mute that. So GT Sport wheel. You can see that's the little hub I've got. It's mounted onto the VRS wheel. So we've got the big 49-inch Samsung ultra wide 40 and 40p one, and above that we've got the a 27-inch 4K monitor, which is an Acer one. That's my DS. That's my camera. That's my DSLR one. Got the wall of hard drives there, headphone wall, blah 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 blah, all that nonsense. So that's all you see off to my right. BRS reel. Yep. Beautiful bit of kit. So with the rig, we've got the iFlag there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Down there we've got the computer, all of that gubbins. Obviously iPad mounted there, which is what I use on my Stream Deck. Poor man's Stream Deck, but it works. And then pedal deck, obviously lit up with the action camera and the lights. That's 15. It's upside down. Beautiful, beautiful analog shifter. It's a fine knob. There you go. So you've got the mic up there, the boom arm. Hello, microphone. Oh, that focuses really, really well. That is. Actually, what people use it as a webcam because the quality is pretty good. So, aluminium prick. Let's put the light on. So the alley rig. So this, I've gone for the black 40 slot, eye slot, 8mm eye slot. Basically, it's all built, designed myself. I do need to dust it already. It's been a week. Basically got nice strut arm on the right hand side for strength. We've got the 80/40 for the side and 80/40 on the deck. More than enough, and the two little 40/40s just for mounting the wheel on. I could have gone for a purpose-built deck, but I didn't need to. And the same on the other side. And I've got the struts coming off the side for putting on my extra bits. Actually, this one actually just holds the microphone on. Bit overkill, but it does the job. And the new ones are just mounted, as you can see. Simple brackets there, and bracket on that one. So nice and tidy, and that's actually hinged. So you see there, it's hinge there, hinge there. So the whole thing just folds away into this corner here, where my finger is. So you can just see there. So it all folds off, just pivots off. But there's nothing there. Down here, is there? Structurally holding it onto the other frame. And the plan was to mount a structure on there, which I actually don't need it. The rig does not move when I'm using it, probably because it is strong. It is heavy. The wheel's heavy, so it is all just being it is planted at the moment. So I've had no travel with anything I've driven so far, which is good. Turn the light on, it's pretty bright. So it's done well. It's done really, really well. Can't fault it so far. So I don't think I need to attack. I might do it if I notice it travelling in the future, but to be honest, it hasn't moved as far as I'm aware, a centimetre. You know, I've got enough parts I can just mount it, because I've got an actual arm for a locking arm and stuff, which I haven't needed to use yet, so pretty happy. The next part of the project, if I do it, is to possibly hinge the pedals into the same unit, so it actually comes up and locks. I can drop the pedals down and they can slide and move around in a slightly smaller frame. That's a long way off. That won't be anytime soon. That will give the pedals a chance to be out of the way, locked all in one unit, and I'll fold out. So a bit like a nice aluminium profile compact system. So I don't have a chair. I use my desk chair as my racing chair. So that's going to have to stay because I haven't got the room for a racing chair. Be a lot more comfortable, but I might end up getting a new chair. But that's a long way off in the future. Well, it depends how Bitcoin does. Wink, wink. It's definitely pocket money time. Bitcoin. Thank you, Elon. Thank you very much. So yeah, we'll see how we go on that basically. Oh, instant mission pilot challenge from Circuit Zolder. That's an opportunity. So you see that there. So we'll see how we do on that. But yeah, you know, it's here. It's all set up. It all works. The only problem is the GPU on the computer being ridiculously noisy. But I can't do anything about that. Another kind of place, they've already taken the GPU card, but we applied thermal paste on the GPU, cleaned it out, stripped it down, put it back together again, but nah, doing the same thing fan ramping, which is a shame because it's a good GPU, but you know, which swings the guy in place. Leave it a month, let the market settle down. It ain't gonna happen. But the thing is, if you send it back to RMA, it goes back to China. They either replace it or repair it. Just Chinese New Year at the moment. No one's working over there, so yeah, it's the way it is at the moment. That is I forgot how good that app is. The NDI HX camera app. So yeah, it was a little mini rig one. I'll try to do a proper video actually with the my gimbal and stuff, so it actually smooth and show you all the bits and bobs in it moving around. Right, what time is it? There's a clock on the screen, Kev, dickhead. 22:43. We have been live an hour and 10. So now we've got to do some modifications on a bit more. That's get the wheel tighter on this particular wheel on the hub. This one, absolutely fine. Probably because I could tighten it up both ends. So I will have a tinker and see how we do. And yeah, go from there, shall we say? We'll call it quits. Little mini stream to see how we do, how we get on in a more powerful car and more work required. Definitely. Obviously, with that wheel movement, it just caught a bit of inertia. You have to be careful because you feel it, can't you? This causes a bit of inertia, not inertia, but inconsistent feedback, which can actually stop you from sliding. Little things like that with direct drive can really make it not smooth. He says, I just noticed why that was down, because my decibels was 10.8 down. Look it out, Kev. Sort it out, you mug. I turned this down a long time ago when I was faffing around in my audio. I just noticed it was down, and it shouldn't have been down on my slider on Streamlabs for the game audio. I don't have to crank it up on my actual thing. Just bloody turn that back to normal. Right. Anyways, that's the end of tonight. So, if you have joined in, thanks for watching. If you watch, catch up with this on a pickup or a live stream or whatever, or on demand, blah blah blah. Thanks for tuning in. I think you enough. We will have more live streaming action underway soon. Maybe this weekend we'll do something, hopefully, and see what the crack is, see what the dealio is, and go crazy, go nuts, go bonkers. Do need to plug my Bluetooth back in, don't I? Yes. I need to plug my Bluetooth adapter back in. So yeah. Cheers, guys, and I'll see you all very soon. Ta-ra!